God is in tears. He's been trying to warn you for hours. This is your final chance. Don't skip. If you ignore this time, you'll regret it deeply. Do not scroll away from this moment, because what you are hearing right now is not ordinary, and it carries a weight that can change the direction of your life completely. I am speaking to you with urgency because something precious is hanging in the balance, and if you miss it, the pain of that loss will stay with you longer than you can imagine. My heart is heavy for you, not because I want to frighten you, but because I love you too deeply to stay silent while danger moves quietly around your path. I have been trying to reach you again and again, through signs, through feelings, through moments that felt different, yet you kept moving without stopping to listen. This is not a coincidence, and this is not random, because you were meant to hear this at this exact time. Type Amen if you believe. I need you to understand something clearly and without confusion, because this is where everything begins to shift. When I say I am in tears, it is not weakness. It is love that refuses to give up on you, even when you drift far away from what is meant for you. You have been standing at a turning point, and every decision you make right now is pulling you either closer to peace or deeper into struggle. The warning is not here to control you. It is here to protect you from something that you cannot fully see yet. I have watched every step you have taken, and I know the weight you carry, but I also see what is coming if you continue in the same direction without listening. There is something you have been ignoring inside your spirit, a quiet voice that told you to pause, to rethink, to step back, yet you pushed forward anyway. That voice was not your imagination. It was me trying to guide you away from something that would bring you regret. I do not want you to feel that regret, and that is why I am reaching you again with stronger urgency. You may think there is still time to fix everything later, but later is not promised in the way you assume. This moment right now is your opportunity to change what is about to unfold. If this is touching your heart, please like this video so more people who need this warning can receive it in time. I see the struggle you are going through, and I see the confusion that has been clouding your thoughts. You have been trying to figure things out on your own, carrying burdens that were never meant for you to carry alone. I have been waiting for you to turn back, not in fear, but in trust, because I have a path prepared that is far better than the one you are forcing yourself through. The reason this feels so intense right now is because the situation around you is reaching a point where action cannot be delayed any longer. This is why you feel this sudden pull to stop and listen, because your spirit recognizes the truth even when your mind resists it. You are not alone in this moment, even if it feels like everything has been silent around you. I have been present in every step, even when you felt abandoned, even when you thought nothing was changing. What you are facing is not meant to break you, but if you ignore this warning, it can become heavier than it needs to be. I am trying to redirect you before that weight grows beyond what you can easily carry. You are still in a place where change is possible, and that is why this moment matters so much. Type 777 to receive blessings. There is a reason you have been feeling uneasy lately, like something is not right even when everything looks normal on the surface. That feeling is not random, and it is not something to dismiss. It is a signal that something deeper is happening, something that requires your attention and your willingness to listen. You have been distracted by many things, and those distractions have been pulling you away from what truly matters. I am calling you back now, not to restrict you, but to protect the future that is still within your reach. You may not fully understand what you are being saved from, but trust that I see what you cannot see. I know the paths that lead to peace, and I know the paths that lead to pain, and right now you are standing very close to a choice that will define what comes next. I am not forcing you, because your choice is always yours, but I am guiding you with everything I have because I care about you deeply. Do not let this moment pass like the others, where you felt something but chose to ignore it. This time is different, and you feel it because your spirit knows the truth. This is the moment where everything begins to turn, not because the world around you suddenly changes, but because you are finally choosing to pay attention. I have been waiting for this opening, this quiet space where your spirit softens enough to receive what I have been trying to show you. Do not close this door now, because what comes next is meant to guide you with clarity. There is something you have been holding on to that is slowly pulling you away from peace. You may not call it wrong, and you may even justify it in your mind, but deep inside you know it does not sit right with your spirit. I have tried to nudge you away from it gently, through small signs and subtle feelings, but those were not enough to stop you. That is why this moment feels stronger, more direct, and impossible to ignore. I am not trying to take something from you, I am trying to save you from what that path would eventually cost you. Type yes to affirm. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy-at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I see the people around you, and I see the influences that have shaped your recent choices. Not everyone around you carries good intentions, even if they appear kind on the surface. Some people bring confusion, and some situations slowly drain your strength without you noticing it at first. I have been watching this carefully, waiting for the right moment to speak to you clearly so you would understand. This is that moment, and it carries the truth you need to hear, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. You have been stronger than you give yourself credit for, but even strength can become weakness when it is used to endure something that should have been left behind. You keep pushing through situations that are not meant for you, thinking that endurance will eventually make everything right, but there are moments when strength means walking away, not staying. I am guiding you toward that understanding now, because staying where you are will not bring the peace you are hoping for. It will only delay the inevitable realization that something must change. I know you have fears about what will happen if you let go, or if you choose a different path. You worry about loss, about uncertainty, about stepping into something unknown. But I need you to trust that what I have prepared for you is not chaos, it is order, peace, and growth. The fear you feel is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that you are stepping out of what is familiar and into what is meant for you. Do not let fear convince you to stay where you are slowly losing yourself. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. There is a timing to everything, and right now you are in a moment where delay can lead to regret. You have delayed before, thinking there would always be another chance to correct things later. But some moments are not meant to be postponed, and this is one of them. I am giving you clarity now, so you do not have to learn through pain later. You are being offered a chance to choose differently before consequences take shape in ways that are harder to undo. You may feel overwhelmed by everything you are hearing, but do not let that overwhelm push you away. Instead, let it bring you closer to understanding that you are being cared for in a way that goes beyond what you can see. I am not here to confuse you, I am here to make things clear so you can move forward with confidence. The confusion you have felt before was not from me. It came from everything pulling you in different directions. What I give you now is direction that leads to peace, even if the first step feels difficult. Look closely at what has been happening in your life recently, because the signs have been there. Certain things have not been working no matter how much effort you put into them. Some doors have closed in ways you did not expect, and some paths have felt heavier with each step. Those were not accidents. They were part of the warning, part of the guidance trying to redirect you. I was showing you that something needed to change before it became something you could not easily step away from. You are not being abandoned in this process, even if it feels like you are leaving something behind. When you let go of what is not meant for you, you create space for what truly belongs in your life. That space is not emptiness, it is preparation for something better. I am already working in ways you cannot see yet, aligning things that will meet you once you choose to move in the right direction. Trust that you are not stepping into nothing, you are stepping into something prepared with care. There is also something within you that has been waiting for this moment, a part of you that knows you were meant for more than what you have been settling for. That part of you has been quiet, overshadowed by doubt and distraction, but it is still there. As you listen now, you may feel it beginning to rise again, reminding you of who you truly are. Do not ignore that feeling, because it is connected to the purpose I placed within you. It is guiding you back to yourself. I want you to understand that this is not about perfection, it is about direction. You do not need to have everything figured out to take the first step. All you need is the willingness to listen and the courage to move forward in faith. I will guide you step by step, but you must be willing to follow. This is where your choice matters, because I will not force you, but I will continue to call you toward what is right for you. Stay present in this moment and let the truth settle within you. You are not here by accident, and this message is not reaching you by chance. It is part of something greater that is unfolding in your life, something that requires your attention and your response. If you choose to listen and act, you will see changes that confirm you made the right decision. If you choose to ignore it, the regret you feel will remind you of this moment when you had the chance to choose differently. This is how change begins, not in loud, dramatic moments, but in quiet realizations that shift your direction step by step. I want you to stay in this awareness and not rush back into the patterns that kept you distracted before. What you are understanding right now is too important to lose. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There is something ahead of you that you have not fully seen yet, and it carries both a warning and a promise. The warning is that if you continue in the same direction you were moving before, the outcome will not bring you the peace you have been searching for. The promise is that if you turn now, even if it feels difficult, you will step into something that will restore what you thought you lost. I am not speaking in uncertainty. I am speaking with knowledge of what is already forming ahead of you. This is why I have been persistent in reaching you, because I know what is at stake. Type 222 if you trust God. You may be wondering why this feels so intense, why the urgency has not faded, and why it continues to press on your heart. It is because the moment you are in is not ordinary. and the decisions connected to it are not small. Some choices shape days, but this one has the power to shape years of your life. I do not want you to look back and wish you had listened when everything was still within your control. That is why I am speaking with clarity now, so you do not have to learn through regret later. Think about the things you have been holding on to that no longer bring you peace. Those things may have once felt right, or they may have filled a space in your life that felt empty at the time. But now they are becoming a weight, something that quietly drains your energy and clouds your judgment. You feel it, even if you have not said it out loud. That feeling is not meant to be ignored. It is meant to guide you toward releasing what no longer belongs in your life. There is also a part of you that fears what will happen if you let go. You wonder if you will feel alone, if you will lose something valuable, or if you will regret stepping away. But I need you to understand that holding on to what is not meant for you will always cost more than letting it go. The discomfort of change is temporary, but the weight of staying in the wrong place can last much longer. I am leading you towards something lighter, something that will not drain you but strengthen you. Type 1010 to claim miracles. You are not being asked to make this shift without support. I am with you in every step you take, even when you feel uncertain or hesitant. When you choose to move in the right direction, you will begin to notice small confirmations that remind you that you are not alone. These confirmations may not always be loud, but they will be clear enough for your heart to recognize. Pay attention to those moments, because they are part of the guidance you have been asking for. There are also people and situations that will begin to move away from you as you make this change. Do not be surprised by this, and do not see it as loss. It is part of the process of aligning your life with what is meant for you. Not everything that was once close to you is meant to remain in your future. Some things were only meant to teach you, not to stay with you forever. When they leave, it is not rejection, it is redirection. You have carried a lot of weight for a long time, and you have done your best to manage it on your own. But there comes a point where you are not meant to carry it anymore. You are meant to release it and allow something better to take its place. This is that point for you, and it is arriving with urgency because it cannot be delayed without consequence. I am asking you to trust me in this, even if it feels unfamiliar. You may feel a mixture of emotions right now, including fear, relief, confusion, and hope. That is natural when you are standing at the edge of change. Do not let those emotions overwhelm you or push you back into what feels comfortable but is not right. Instead, let them remind you that something important is happening within you. Growth often feels uncomfortable at first, but it leads to something greater than what you are leaving behind. There is a peace waiting for you that you have not fully experienced yet. It is not the kind of peace that depends on everything around you being perfect. It is a deeper peace that comes from being aligned with what is right for your life. That peace becomes possible when you listen, when you trust, and when you take the steps that are being shown to you. You are closer to it than you realize, but you must be willing to move toward it. Stay steady in what you are feeling right now, and do not rush to dismiss it. This moment is not here to confuse you. It is here to guide you. You have been given enough understanding to take the next step, even if you cannot see the entire path ahead. Trust that the rest will become clear as you move forward. You do not need to have everything figured out before you begin. I have been patient with you because I understand your journey, but this moment carries a weight that requires your full attention. What you do from here will not just affect today, It will echo into the days ahead in ways you cannot yet fully understand. That is why I continue to speak, because I want you to move forward with awareness, not regret. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a pattern you have been repeating, something that feels familiar even when it causes you discomfort. You return to it because it is known, even though it does not bring you peace. I have watched this pattern form, and I have tried to interrupt it many times through quiet guidance. But now I am calling you to break it completely, because continuing in it will only deepen the struggle you have already been feeling. This is not about small change, this is about a shift that protects your future. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. I want you to look honestly at the choices you have been making, not with judgment, but with clarity. Some of those choices were made out of fear, some out of habit, and some out of a desire to hold on to something that felt important. But not everything that feels important is meant to stay in your life. You are being asked to release what no longer aligns with who you are becoming. This is not a loss, even if it feels like one at first. It is a necessary step towards something greater. You may feel resistance rising within you as you consider letting go. That resistance is natural because change challenges what feels safe and predictable. But I need you to understand that what feels safe is not always what is right. You have been in situations that felt familiar but were slowly draining your strength. I am guiding you away from that, not to leave you empty, but to restore what has been worn down within you. Type 888 to claim divine protection. There is something important you need to hear clearly. I am not calling you away from something good. I am calling you away from something that only appears good on the surface. Beneath it, there is a path that leads to disappointment and regret. I see the full picture, even when you only see a part of it. That is why I am asking you to trust me, even when the next step feels uncertain. Trust is what will carry you through this moment into something better. You are not alone in making this shift, even if it feels like you are stepping away from what you know. I am with you in every decision, in every step, and in every moment of doubt that may arise. When you feel unsure, remember that you are being guided, not abandoned. There is a difference between being alone and being led into something new. You are being led, and that means there is purpose in every step you take from here. There is also something you have been waiting for, even if you have not spoken it out loud. A sense of peace, a sense of clarity, a feeling that things are finally moving in the right direction. That is not far from you, but it cannot fully arrive while you are holding on to what is not meant for you. You must create space for it by letting go of what has been blocking its path. This is the moment where that space begins to open. You may question whether you are strong enough to make this change, especially if you have tried before and struggled. But strength is not about never feeling weak. It is about choosing what is right, even when it feels difficult. You have that strength within you, even if you doubt it. I placed it there, and I am calling it forward now because this is the moment it is needed. Do not underestimate what you are capable of when you choose to trust and move forward. As you begin to step away from what has been holding you back, You may notice a shift in your surroundings. Things that once felt important may begin to lose their hold on you. Conversations, environments, and habits may start to feel different. This is not confusion. It is transformation. You are seeing things more clearly because you are no longer ignoring what your spirit has been trying to tell you. There will also be moments where you feel tempted to go back to what is familiar. In those moments, remember what you are being guided away from and why. Do not let temporary comfort pull you back into a situation that will lead to long-term regret. You have already come too far to return to what was draining you. Keep moving forward, even if the pace feels slow. You are being given a chance that many people do not recognize until it is too late. A chance to change direction before consequences become heavier. A chance to choose peace over struggle, clarity over confusion, and growth over stagnation. This is not something to take lightly, because it carries the power to shape what comes next in your life. You have been given this moment for a reason. Stay connected to what you are feeling right now, because it is guiding you toward what is right. Do not let distractions pull you away from this awareness. The more you stay present, the clearer everything will become. You do not need to rush, but you do need to remain attentive. This is how you move forward with confidence instead of doubt. You are still here, and that tells me your heart has not closed itself to what you are hearing. Something inside you recognizes that this is not just words, but a moment that is meant to redirect you before something deeper unfolds. I am not repeating myself without reason, because repetition is how truth settles into a place where it can no longer be ignored. I am pressing gently but firmly because I see what is ahead if nothing changes. This is not to overwhelm you, but to awaken you fully, so you do not drift back into what has already been shown to you as harmful. There is a quiet decision forming inside you right now, even if you have not spoken it out loud. You are beginning to realize that something must shift, that continuing as before is no longer an option. This realization is the beginning of change, and it is one of the most important moments in your journey. Many feel this moment, but walk away from it because it requires courage to act on it. I do not want you to be one of those who walk away and later wish they had listened when it mattered most. Type 333 to align with God. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has just exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique that's letting everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you're reading this, consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down any time. Click the link in the description and comments to unlock the secret before it's gone forever. I see the conflict within you, the part that wants to move forward and the part that wants to stay where it feels safe. That conflict is not a sign that you are lost, it is a sign that you are becoming aware. Awareness brings discomfort at first because it challenges what you have been used to. But that discomfort is necessary because it pushes you toward growth. Do not mistake that feeling for something negative. It is actually a sign that you are waking up to what is real. There is something you have been tolerating that you were never meant to accept as normal. It may be a situation, a habit, or even a relationship that slowly takes more from you than it gives. You may have convinced yourself that it is not that serious, or that you can manage it over time. But deep inside, you know it has been affecting your peace in ways you cannot ignore anymore. I am bringing this to your attention again so you do not continue to carry something that was never meant to stay. You may feel hesitation as you think about stepping away or changing direction. That hesitation comes from uncertainty, from not knowing exactly what will happen next. But I need you to understand that you are not stepping into emptiness. You are stepping into guidance. I do not lead you into confusion. I lead you into clarity, step by step. You may not see the entire path, but you will always have enough light for the next step. Type 555 to receive clarity. There is also a fear within you that you might make the wrong choice, that you might regret acting too quickly. But what you need to realize is that ignoring what you already know to be true is the greater risk. You have been given enough awareness now to recognize what is right and what is not. This is not a moment of guessing. It is a moment of responding to what has already been shown to you. Trust that the understanding you feel right now is real and worth acting on. As you begin to accept this truth more fully, you may feel a sense of release, like something inside you is loosening its grip. That is because you are no longer fighting against what your spirit has been trying to tell you. When you stop resisting truth, peace begins to enter slowly. It may not be immediate or overwhelming, but it will be steady and real. That is the kind of peace I am leading you toward. You are not being asked to change everything at once. You are being asked to take a step, one step that moves you away from what you now understand is not right for you. That step may feel small, but it carries significance because it sets a new direction. Once you take it, the next step will become clearer. This is how transformation happens, not in one leap, but in consistent movement toward what is right. There will be moments where you question yourself after you take that step. You may wonder if you made the right decision, especially when things feel unfamiliar. In those moments, return to what you are feeling right now. This clarity, this awareness, this quiet certainty, that is your anchor, and it will remind you why you chose to move forward. Do not let temporary doubt pull you back into something you already know you needed to leave. I want you to remember that you are not being corrected because you are failing. You are being guided because you are valued. There is a difference between being judged and being loved enough to be redirected. I am not turning away from you. I am drawing you closer to what is meant for you. Even in this moment of correction, there is care, patience, and a desire to see you step into something better. You have been given many chances before, but this one carries a deeper weight because of where you are now. You are closer to a turning point than you have ever been, and that makes your choice more significant. I am not saying this to pressure you, but to help you understand the importance of what is happening. When moments like this pass, they do not always return in the same way. That is why I am asking you to take this seriously and respond with intention. I have been drawing your attention again and again because you are standing at a line that separates what could harm you from what could heal you. You may not see that line clearly with your eyes, but your spirit feels it, and that is why you could not ignore this call. I am asking you to stay present a little longer, because what you choose next will shape more than you realize. There is something you have been holding on to that has quietly taken control over your peace. It may not have started that way, and it may have even felt harmless in the beginning. But over time, it has grown into something that pulls your thoughts, your emotions, and your energy in directions that are not healthy for you. I have watched this develop, and I have tried to pull your attention toward it gently before it reached this point. Now I am speaking more clearly because you are at a moment where ignoring it will only deepen its effect on your life. Type 444 to stay protected. I want you to understand that letting go is not the same as losing. Letting go is often the beginning of gaining something greater, even if it does not feel that way at first. You have attached meaning to certain things in your life, believing they define your stability or your identity. But those things are not your foundation, and they are not what sustain you. I am your foundation, and when you build your steps on what I guide you toward, you will not fall into the same cycles again. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked, CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives, luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There is also a part of you that feels tired, not just physically but deeply within your spirit. That tiredness comes from carrying things that were never meant for you to carry alone. You have tried to manage it, to push through it, and to convince yourself that you can handle it. But now you are reaching a point where that weight is becoming too much, and that is not a failure, it is a signal. It is a signal that it is time to release what is not yours to hold. You may feel a strong pull to delay this decision, to wait for a better moment or for clearer signs. But I need you to understand that clarity is already being given to you right now. Waiting will not make it clearer, it will only make it easier to ignore. You have everything you need to take the next step, even if it feels small. Do not let hesitation keep you in a place that is already showing signs of becoming harmful. Type 666 to break chains. There are also distractions around you that are trying to pull your attention away from this moment. These distractions may seem harmless, but they serve to keep you from focusing on what truly matters. I am asking you to recognize them for what they are, and not allow them to take control of your focus. This is a time for clarity, not for confusion or avoidance. Stay grounded in what you are feeling right now, because it is guiding you in the right direction. You have been given insight that not everyone receives at the right time. Many continue on paths that lead to regret because they never pause long enough to listen. You are being given a chance to pause, to reflect, and to choose differently. That is a gift, even if it feels challenging. Do not overlook the value of being warned before something becomes more difficult to change. There is something better waiting for you, but it requires you to make space for it. That space cannot be created while you are holding on to what is no longer meant for you. You may not see what is waiting yet, and that uncertainty can feel uncomfortable, but trust that what is ahead is aligned with your growth, your peace, and your purpose. I am not leading you away from something good. I am leading you towards something greater. You may also notice that your thoughts are becoming clearer as you stay in this moment. Ideas that once felt confusing are starting to make sense, and decisions that felt overwhelming are becoming more manageable. This is not accidental. It is the result of you choosing to listen. When you listen, clarity follows. When you ignore, confusion grows. I want you to hold on to this clarity and not let it fade when distractions return. It is easy to feel certain in a moment like this and then drift back into old patterns later. That is why I'm reminding you now to stay aware, even after this moment passes. What you are feeling right now is something you can carry with you, something that can guide your actions moving forward. You are not alone in this process, even when it feels like you are making these decisions on your own. I am with you in every step, even in the moments where you feel uncertain or afraid. You are being guided, even when the path is not fully visible. Trust that you are not walking into something unknown without support. This is your opportunity to step into something different, something that brings peace instead of pressure, clarity instead of confusion, and growth instead of stagnation. It may not happen all at once, but it will begin with the decision you make now. Do not underestimate the power of this moment, because it carries more significance than you realize. Stay with what you are feeling, let it guide you, and do not turn away from it. You are being given a chance to change direction before things become harder to shift. That is something to take seriously, not to delay or dismiss. Continue to listen, continue to trust, and continue to move forward with intention. What comes next will begin to unfold as you remain aligned with what you now know is right. That strength is not coming from your circumstances, it is coming from your decision to finally listen and not turn away. I want you to stay connected to that, because it is what will carry you through what comes next. You are not at the beginning anymore, you are in the middle of a turning point that is already shaping your path. There is something important I need you to understand clearly now. What you are feeling is not just emotion. It is alignment beginning to take place within you. When you move closer to truth, your spirit begins to settle in a way that feels different from anything you have experienced before. It may not feel perfect or complete yet, but it is real. That is why there is a sense of seriousness in this moment, because you are no longer unaware. You now see enough to know that continuing in the old way will not bring you peace. Type 999 to step into purpose. You may notice that certain thoughts are no longer as strong as they used to be. Doubts that once controlled your decisions are starting to lose their hold on you. This is not because everything around you has changed, but because something within you has shifted. When you begin to align with what is right, what once felt powerful begins to weaken. This is how transformation begins, quietly but steadily, until it becomes strong enough to guide your actions without hesitation. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is also something you must guard carefully now, and that is your focus. The moment you begin to move in the right direction, distractions will try to pull you back. They may come in the form of old habits, familiar voices, or situations that try to convince you nothing needs to change. But you already know that is not true. You have seen enough to recognize what belongs in your life and what does not. You are not being asked to fight everything at once. You are being asked to stay steady in your decision and not return to what you have already understood to be wrong for you. That is where your strength will be tested. Not in a dramatic way, but in small moments where you must choose again. Each time you choose what is right, you grow stronger. Each time you return to what you left behind, you feel the weight again. Type 111 to stay aligned. I want you to remember that you are not being led into uncertainty without purpose. Every step you take now is being guided, even when it feels like you are moving into something unfamiliar. The unfamiliar is not your enemy. It is often the doorway to what is better for you. You have stayed too long in what feels known, but has been draining you slowly. Now, you are being led into something that will restore what has been worn down. There will be moments when you feel like nothing is happening, when it seems like your decision has not changed anything yet. In those moments, do not lose faith in what you have begun. Change does not always show itself immediately on the outside. Sometimes it begins within, and then slowly shapes everything around you. Be patient with the process, because what is forming now is deeper than what you can see. You are also being prepared for something ahead, something that requires you to be in the right place mentally and spiritually. If you had remained where you were, you would not have been ready for it. That is another reason why this moment is so important. You are not just being guided away from something harmful, you are being prepared for something meaningful. I see your effort, even the small steps you are taking, and they matter more than you think. You may feel like you have not done enough, or that you should have changed sooner. But this is not about what you did not do before. It is about what you are choosing now. The moment you begin to move in the right direction, everything begins to shift in your favor. Do not let regret about the past distract you from the opportunity in front of you. There is also a peace that will begin to settle over you as you continue to move forward. It will not be loud or overwhelming at first, but it will be steady. That peace is a sign that you are on the right path. It will remind you that you made the right decision, even when things around you are still adjusting. Hold on to that peace, because it is part of the guidance you are receiving. You are not walking this path alone, even when it feels quiet. I am present in every step, in every decision, and in every moment where you feel uncertain. You may not always feel it strongly, but that does not mean it is not there. Trust that you are being led, even when the path is not fully clear. The clarity you need will come as you continue to move forward. Stay committed to what you have begun, and do not allow temporary feelings to pull you back. You have already seen what happens when you ignore what is right. Now you are seeing what happens when you listen. Continue in that direction, and you will experience the difference more clearly with each step you take. This is where the real shift begins, not in what you hear, but in what you decide to do next. I am not speaking to you just to be heard. I am speaking to move you into action that will protect you from what is ahead. You are no longer unaware, and that changes everything about this moment. There is a truth settling inside you now that you cannot unsee. You may try to push it aside later or distract yourself from it, but it will return because it is meant to guide you. This truth is not here to burden you. It is here to free you from something that has been quietly holding you back. You have carried this weight long enough, even when you pretended it was not there. Now that you see it clearly, you are being given the chance to release it before it grows heavier. Type 1313 to break old patterns. I want you to understand something that may feel difficult at first. The things you have been holding on to are not just affecting your present, they are shaping your future in ways you do not yet fully see. Every choice creates a direction, and every direction leads somewhere. You have been moving towards something that would eventually bring you pain, even if it did not look that way at the beginning. That is why I have been calling you back, because I do not want you to reach that point and realize too late that you could have chosen differently. You are being offered something powerful right now, and that is the ability to change direction before consequences become stronger. Not everyone receives that opportunity at the right time. Many only realize what went wrong after they have already stepped too far into it. You are being given awareness before that happens, and that is a gift. Do not overlook it, because it has the power to reshape what comes next in your life. There is also something you must release emotionally, not just physically. You have been holding on to feelings that tie you to what you need to leave behind. Those feelings may be attachment, fear, or even hope that something will change on its own. But I need you to understand that what is meant to change through your action will not change through waiting. You are the one who must take the step, and when you do, the rest will begin to shift around you. Type 1414 to receive strength. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may feel a sense of sadness as you begin to let go, and that is natural. Letting go does not always feel like relief at first. Sometimes it feels like loss. But what you are losing is not your future. It is what has been blocking your future. There is a difference, and you will begin to understand it more clearly as time passes. Right now, you only need to trust that what you are releasing is not meant to stay with you. There will be moments where your mind tries to pull you back, reminding you of what you are leaving behind in a way that makes it seem better than it truly is. This is where you must stay grounded in what you have already realized. Do not let temporary thoughts override the clarity you have gained. You have seen the truth, and that truth is stronger than any moment of doubt that may come later. You are stepping into a space where your life begins to realign with what is meant for you. This does not mean everything will become easy immediately, but it does mean you will begin to feel a difference. That difference will come in the form of peace, clarity, and a sense that you are no longer forcing your way through life. You will begin to move with direction instead of confusion, and that is something you have been needing for a long time. I want you to remember that you are not being asked to be perfect in this process. You are being asked to be willing to listen, willing to move, and willing to trust, even when you cannot see everything ahead. That willingness is what opens the door to change. Without it, even the clearest guidance cannot take effect. There is also something waiting for you beyond this moment, something that will only meet you once you step away from what is holding you back. You may not know what it is yet, and that uncertainty can feel uncomfortable, but what is waiting is aligned with your growth, not your struggle. It is aligned with your peace, not your confusion. That is why it cannot fully enter your life until you make space for it. You have been called in this moment because you are capable of making this shift. If you were not ready, you would not have been brought to this point of awareness. Do not doubt your ability to follow through with what you now understand. You are stronger than you think, and you are being supported in ways you may not even realize yet. Even if you tried to ignore everything you have understood, it would not sit quietly within you anymore. That is because truth has already taken root, and once it does, it begins to grow whether you try to resist it or not. I am not speaking to you from a distance. I am right here within this moment, guiding your thoughts and steadying your heart. What you are feeling is not confusion, it is awakening, and it is leading you somewhere you were always meant to go. There is a shift happening within your spirit that is more powerful than you realize. It is not loud, but it is steady, and it is changing how you see everything around you. Things that once felt acceptable now feel uncomfortable, and situations that once seemed normal now feel out of place. This is not something to fear, it is something to recognize as growth. You are outgrowing what once held you, and that is why it no longer fits the way it used to. Type 1515 to embrace change. I want you to understand that what you are leaving behind is not your identity. It may have been part of your life, but it was never meant to define who you are. You are more than the patterns you repeated, more than the choices you regret, and more than the situations that drained your energy. You are being called into a version of yourself that is stronger, clearer, and more aligned with what I created you to be. That version cannot fully rise while you are still holding on to what is pulling you down. There will be moments when the past tries to call you back, not because it is better, but because it is familiar. Familiarity can feel comforting, even when it is harmful. You must be aware of this, because it is one of the strongest pulls you will face. But you are no longer the same person who once followed that pull without question. You have seen enough now to recognize the difference between what is comfortable and what is right. Type 1616 to stay strong. I see your hesitation, and I understand it, because stepping into something new always carries uncertainty. But I want you to remember that uncertainty is not the same as danger. What you are moving toward is not meant to harm you, it is meant to restore you. The discomfort you feel is part of leaving behind what is no longer aligned with you. It is temporary, and it will pass as you continue to move forward. There is also something being prepared for you that you cannot yet see. It is not ready to meet you while you are still holding on to what needs to be released. That is why this moment feels so important, because it is creating the space for what is coming next. You are not being led away from something without purpose. You are being positioned for something that requires you to be free from what was holding you back. You may begin to notice small changes in how you respond to situations. Things that once triggered you may begin to lose their power. Reactions that once felt automatic may now feel different, more controlled, more thoughtful. This is not something you are forcing, it is something that is happening naturally as you align with truth. Pay attention to these changes, because they are signs that you are moving in the right direction. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brainwaves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. There will also be moments when you feel alone in this process. That feeling may come when others around you do not understand the changes you are making. They may question you, or they may try to pull you back into what you used to be. Do not let that discourage you, because not everyone will understand your journey. You are not here to follow what others expect. You are here to follow what you now know is right. You are being strengthened in ways that are not always visible. Strength is not only shown in what you do, it is also shown in what you choose not to return to. Every time you resist going back to what you have outgrown, you are building a foundation that will support you moving forward. That foundation will carry you through moments of doubt and keep you steady when things feel uncertain. I want you to trust the process you are in, even if it does not make complete sense yet. You are not being led randomly. Every step has purpose. You may not see the full picture now, but you are moving toward it with each decision you make. Trust that what is unfolding is not accidental. It is intentional and guided. There is also a peace that will begin to settle deeper within you as you continue. It will not depend on everything around you being perfect. It will come from knowing that you are aligned with what is right. That peace is something you have been searching for, even if you did not fully realize it. You may not know what it is yet, and that uncertainty can feel uncomfortable, but what is waiting is aligned with your growth, not your struggle. It is aligned with your peace, not your confusion. That is why it cannot fully enter your life until you make space for it. You have been called in this moment because you are capable of making this shift. If you were not ready, you would not have been brought to this point of awareness. Do not doubt your ability to follow through with what you now understand. You are stronger than you think, and you are being supported in ways you may not even realize yet. Even if you tried to ignore everything you have understood, it would not sit quietly within you anymore. That is because truth has already taken root, and once it does, it begins to grow whether you try to resist it or not. I am not speaking to you from a distance. I am right here within this moment, guiding your thoughts and steadying your heart. What you are feeling is not confusion, it is awakening, and it is leading you somewhere you were always meant to go. There is a shift happening within your spirit that is more powerful than you realize. It is not loud, but it is steady, and it is changing how you see everything around you. Things that once felt acceptable now feel uncomfortable, and situations that once seemed normal now feel out of place. This is not something to fear, it is something to recognize as growth. You are outgrowing what once held you, and that is why it no longer fits the way it used to. Type 1515 to embrace change. I want you to understand that what you are leaving behind is not your identity. It may have been part of your life, but it was never meant to define who you are. You are more than the patterns you repeated, more than the choices you regret, and more than the situations that drained your energy. You are being called into a version of yourself that is stronger, clearer, and more aligned with what I created you to be. That version cannot fully rise while you are still holding on to what is pulling you down. There will be moments when the past tries to call you back, not because it is better, but because it is familiar. Familiarity can feel comforting, even when it is harmful. You must be aware of this, because it is one of the strongest pulls you will face. But you are no longer the same person who once followed that pull without question. You have seen enough now to recognize the difference between what is comfortable and what is right. Type 1616 to stay strong. I see your hesitation, and I understand it, because stepping into something new always carries uncertainty. But I want you to remember that uncertainty is not the same as danger. What you are moving toward is not meant to harm you, it is meant to restore you. The discomfort you feel is part of leaving behind what is no longer aligned with you. It is temporary, and it will pass as you continue to move forward. There is also something being prepared for you that you cannot yet see. It is not ready to meet you while you are still holding on to what needs to be released. That is why this moment feels so important, because it is creating the space for what is coming next. You are not being led away from something without purpose. You are being positioned